Hi everyone, welcome to Ask Wardee. We are going to be talking about this guy today. It's your Instant Pot, which may still be in the box. No shame here, happened to me too. We're going to be talking about 3 easy things you can do today in less than 30 minutes so you can get comfortable and start using it. All right, that's what's up. I want to welcome everyone to Ask Wardee. This is the weekly show devoted to answering your questions about traditional cooking. I'm Wardee from Traditional Cooking School by Gnaufglins, and you can find, this is episode 58. You can find this episode and all the past episodes right here at askwardee.tv. There's a lot of stuff there for you. So if you want the notes for today's episode, it's ready for you. askwardee.tv. Look for episode 58. Welcome to Periscope. Welcome to Facebook viewers. I'm so happy you're here with me live. If you're live on Facebook, please know Millie is right there in the comments. So comment, share away. If you have any questions, Millie will be posting links and answering your questions. On Periscope, love those hearts. Thank you. Keep them coming. And no matter if you're listening to this on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, iTunes, I would love for you to subscribe and share because that helps others who are interested in traditional cooking get the information they need so that they can succeed. And that's what I'm here to help you do. All right, so we're going to get into today's topic. That is to help you unbox your Instant Pot, but even more than that, to help you finally use it, finally get comfortable with it. I totally understand how it could happen that it's still in the box because it happened to me too. I ordered mine and it sat in the box for at least a month and I was so scared of it. I was scared it was going to blow up maybe. I cook from scratch, but I feel like I'm busy and I didn't feel like I had any extra margin in my life to find time to, what do all those buttons do? How do I make it work and whatnot? So it took a good month for me to get up the courage to use it. And I'm so glad I did. And so I really feel for you if you're struggling with the same thing. You don't need to be overwhelmed. You don't need to be scared. You just need to carve out 30 minutes today to do the 3 things that I'm going to tell you to do. Okay? And the goal of it is for you to get comfortable because here's the thing. I may be saying, oh, it's so amazing. It saves so much time. Your friends may be saying the same thing. But the thing is it's not easy for you. It's not time saving for you. It's not wonderful for you because you're not there yet. Well, we want to get you there so that you can say the same thing. And on Periscope, I'm getting a comment. Hello, it's the most amazing pot you'll ever buy. Thumbs up to that. It is so true. This is a question from Judy B, actually. She wrote recently, which you can do the same to submit your questions. Excuse me, to Ask Wardee. Judy said, I ordered an Instant Pot over Black Friday, and I'm embarrassed to say it's still in the box. I'm scared of it. Also, life is so crazy, I don't think I have the time to learn how to use it. Can you help me get over the hump so I can actually start using it and benefiting from it like everyone else? Thanks so much, Wardee. Well, Judy, I am so thrilled to help you with this. And you are not the only person I've heard of who's done this. I hear it all the time, actually, so there's no need to be embarrassed. On Periscope, Hope for Good is saying mine sat for several months. Well, I want to tell you a story. We just moved cross country from Oregon to Indiana. And we moved in, and within a few days there was a knock on the door from our new neighbor bringing us cookies, and she happens to be a subscriber and recognized me, which was a fun surprise. And we connected because we share a lot of the same values with cooking and lifestyle. So we've become good friends. We walk together and other things. But after that first visit, when she brought cookies, I was over at her place, and I saw a box sitting in the dining room. And I said, is that an Instant Pot? And she said, yes, it's been sitting there. I bought it. I don't know what to do with it. It's just sitting there. And I said, well, let's get it out of the box right now. And I showed her how to do some things. I think we made rice. And I couldn't fault her because I did the same thing. And I'm hearing from you guys that you're doing some of the same things. Here's the thing, there's all those buttons. Which one do you push? What if it explodes? What if the food doesn't turn out and it's wasted time? How do you find the time to learn it, much less cook with it? Well, I'm going to tell you something. The Instant Pot is very safe. It comes with safety features. You don't need to be afraid of it or the buttons or whatnot, but I'm going to help you narrow down what you're focusing on so that you can do away with all that other stuff that really doesn't matter. It's safe. And if you're cooking already, you can find the time today to do these 3 things. It takes no more than 30 minutes, okay? So quit getting overwhelmed by what ifs, and I'm not just talking to Judy, I'm talking to anybody who's still sitting in the box. We're gonna focus on you getting used to the Instant Pot with these 3 easy things so it's not scary or unknown. And again, 30 minutes tops. All right, so the first one, you guys, no-brainer. The first one is you gotta get the Instant Pot out of the box. There's no way you're gonna use it. Nothing's gonna change if you don't unpack it. So you need to do that. Get it freed from the box. You can't use it if you don't open it. So you're gonna pull out your Instant Pot. Got one here to show you, and all its parts, and you need to wash some things. So this step's a little bit more than taking it out of the box. You want to wash it and get it ready. So you have the lid and the silicone ring. The older Instant Pots, like mine, has a cover for these valves. The new ones, it's a small circular one. It's slightly different. You can refer to the instantpot.com site for information on that, but yours may look a little bit different. But you wash this. You're also going to wash the condensation cup. This fits on the back of it to catch condensation. You have your rack and your stainless steel insert pan. And you need to wash all these. Just wash them, really easy. And then when everything's dry, you put it on your counter because now it's ready to go. Okay, that's the point of this. Get it out of the box, wash it, put it on the counter. And if you need to get used to it for a day or so, that's fine, but I'm going to encourage you now to go on to step 2. Step 1 was unbox it and wash it and get it ready. Now step 2, this is really important. It's really easy, and it's something a lot of people skip, but it's so important. You don't have to worry about wasting any food. You don't have to have a lot of time, and the process of doing this is going to help you get used to your pot, what it does, its normal operating features, and it's also going to make sure that the pot functions properly, so you make sure it's safe. So it's a really important step. It's called the initial test run. So you need to do this. This is step 2. Do the initial test run with 2 cups of water. It's very simple. It sounds boring, but it's really important. And once you do it, it's going to help you a ton. Like I said, it's going to clean the machine, make sure it operates right. Going to give you the confidence to because you'll see the machine steaming, locking, whatnot, and you'll just say, oh, that's normal behavior. I can handle that. That's not scary. So if you go to askwardee.tv and you look for this episode notes 58, I've got the steps listed, and they are copied and pasted right from the Instant Pot manual. This takes just a few minutes. You're basically going to put 2 to 3 cups of water in the pot. You're going to put the lid on and lock it. You're going to hit, and when you put the lid on, just make sure the silicone ring is in place and everything looks right. And then you're going to, I'll show it to you actually. Once you put the lid on, if you guys can see that, this venting knob is venting position, sealing position. So make sure it's in the sealing position when you lock it in place. And you're going to hit the steam button and press the minus button to bring it down all the way to 2 minutes. The number on the screen is the number of time that it's going to be doing the cycle you chose. So minus button all the way down to 2. It's a really quick task. And then you just sit back, wait, and observe, because the Instant Pot itself within 10 seconds is going to turn on. It's going to heat, pressurize, and while it's doing this, it's going to say on the screen. But when it gets pressurized, then it'll turn to 2 to show that it's starting to do the 2-minute cycle. It'll go to 2, then it'll go to 1, then it'll switch all by itself to a cancel, keep warm function. And this is going to take maybe a few minutes, up to 10 minutes, this whole thing, but it's going to do it for you. Pressurize, count down from 2 to 1, then turn off, and the test is complete. And then you're going to turn this knob to venting position, so it'll vent the built up steam, and then open your pot. And if it does all those things that I'm telling you, and again, I have it copy and pasted exactly from the manual at askwardee.tv, so you can refer to this. Your test is complete. If it did all of it, you know it's perfectly safe. And even more importantly, how it behaved is how it behaves. And I just can't even tell you how, I don't know why the phone did that on Periscope. I just can't even tell you how important that is for your own confidence to see the pot's behavior. Because then, oh, those buttons aren't so scary. Oh, when it's steaming and the valve pops into lock position, that's normal. And then no more steam is releasing and it's counting down the time. That means it's doing what I told it to do. And oh, it switches to cancel automatically. That's very safe. And oh, I vent it. Oh, I open it. It's just very, very confidence building for you to go through this test run. You make sure your pot operates well and you see how it operates. I can't overestimate how important it is for you to do this. And again, just a few minutes. So what we've covered so far is 1, you just unbox it, wash it, and put it on your counter. 2, you do that initial test run that makes sure it's safe and that shows you how it operates normally. If you're done with those 2 steps, which is literally probably taken 15 minutes, you're good to go, and now you're ready to cook something. So for the rest of the 30 minutes I promised you, you are actually going to cook something. And I have something selected for you to do because I want to give you a really easy task that's delicious and going to build your confidence, and that is to make hard-boiled eggs in your Instant Pot. This is so easy, and I have described it on a past Ask Wardee, so you can look for episode 41 when you go to askwardee.tv. But also the notes for this episode, I have it, the directions pasted there for you to see too. The point of this task is the first thing you cook should be simple, simple, simple. You've unboxed it, gotten familiar with the parts. You've done a test run, so you're familiar with how it operates, and now you're going to cook something that's very, very simple. We are building confidence, getting you comfortable and familiar. So part of focusing on simple means that, I don't know, you've probably seen it on the box, or if you've opened yours at this point, but there's a lot of buttons on there, aren't there? A lot of buttons. So part of me helping you see how simple it is I want you to forget about all those buttons. You don't need all those buttons, okay? All you need is the manual button, which defaults to high pressure, and you need the plus and minus to adjust the pressure cooking time, and then you need the cancel keep warm button, it's both, to turn it off. So 3 buttons is all you need. Forget about all the others. Don't worry about them. No need to be overwhelmed. You don't need them. Manual, plus or minus to adjust time, and cancel. That's all. And that's all you're going to need for these eggs, okay? So here are some super simple instructions. They are at the show notes, askwardee.tv. Look for episode 58. Basically, you have your insert pot. By the way, this is stainless steel, and that's why the Instant Pot is so fabulous, because it's a safe material. It comes with a trivet, or if you'd like, where did I put it? If you have a steamer basket that fits inside, you can do your eggs in a steamer basket. So you're going to put a couple cups of water in here. You're going to stack your eggs. Just do 6 first. That's easy. Stack your eggs inside. Put the Insert Pot in your pot, or it could be there already. Put the lid on. Put the venting knob in the sealing position. Make sure the seal and everything's good and everything's in place. Hit the manual button, and then you're going to use the plus or minus to get the display time, the number that's on there, to read 5. And if you have a newer Instant Pot, it remembers the last setting. If you have an older model, it automatically goes to 30 every time. So depending on what number you see, you're going to have to go up or down. 2 to 3 cups of water on Periscope. 2 to 3 cups of water to begin. Stack your eggs on the trivet, cover it up, hit the manual button, which will default to high pressure, then adjust using the plus or minus so that the display reads 5, which is 5 minutes for cooking time. Make sure your knob is in the sealing position. The Instant Pot will, as soon as you set the time, within 10 seconds of inactivity, it's going to turn on. It'll heat up the water, build up the pressure. The little pressure valve thing will pop up to show it's under pressure. Then you'll see the display change from on to 5, and then it'll count down the pressure cooking time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not that fast because they're minutes. When it gets to doing its beeping, it'll beep 10 times to say, I'm done. Then all you do is leave it be for 5 minutes. You do need to watch it because you don't want it to go over 5 minutes. Then you hit the cancel button, then you release the pressure, open the lid, and immediately take your eggs and put them in hot, cold or icy water. That's very important to stop the cooking so they don't get overcooked, grayish or whatnot. And then you peel and eat your eggs. Not only was this super fast, so it's going to take the last 15 minutes of the task I told you to do, it does amazing job because Instant Pot eggs, hard-boiled eggs, are always easy to peel. Doesn't matter the age of the eggs, they're just always easy to peel, and it's fast and hands-free. So that's why I gave you that very, very simple cooking task for your last one. Now, if you can't do eggs, there are many, many other choices for simple recipes. You could do broth. Broth is bones and water, a splash of vinegar, and 30 minutes on high pressure, or an hour, depending on how long you want to cook it. Really simple. And since you did the initial test run and you're just focusing on using the manual button, couldn't be simpler. I also, at the show notes, have a whole bunch of links for you. I'll tell you what they are, because now that you've got your feet wet, you're ready for more. You're ready to do more, and that's a great thing. You got the Instant Pot out of the box, you tested it, you saw how it worked, and you made easy to peel hard-boiled eggs, and it all was really easy and took 30 minutes. Awesome. Well, all that I just told you to do was the hardest part of using the Instant Pot. The tasks were very easy, but the hardest thing was you seeing that it's safe, what the simple buttons do, and just getting over the hump and getting familiar with, oh, this is what it does. That is the hardest thing. It involves you being there and you carving out 30 minutes to just get comfortable. So way to go, I'm proud of you. And the reason I'm saying way to go, I'm proud of you is because I'm assuming that you're going to do it. If you're watching right now, you either love the Instant Pot and you just love to talk about it, or your Instant Pot is still in the box. So your assignment is to go do the 3 things I said. They're very easy, and it's all downhill from here because that is the hardest part, is getting comfortable. You want more recipes? I have a bunch. First of all, this is a pressure cooker cornbread recipe that I have for you, and you can get a link, it'll be below this video, or go to tradcookschool.com/ipcornbread, or look below the video for a link to that. It's a free recipe I've prepared for you. There's other links there, like to the steamer basket if you're interested in it, to the Instant Pot if you don't have one yet. Also, we at Traditional Cooking School have a pressure cooking ebook and video package, so it's all kinds of recipes that have the healthfulness of traditional cooking using the ease of the Instant Pot. So you will find traditional methods like soaking and sourdough and the things that make foods nutritious and digestible combined with the convenience of the Instant Pot. They're really unique recipes. You may run into this as you search online, that you look for Instant Pot recipes, but they don't have real foods, or they're just not traditional. They don't have the health benefits, the nutrient-dense benefits of using real whole foods with traditional methods. Again, look below the video for a link to this package. The other thing is I've given you a link below this video or at the show notes to our category of recipes at my site, Traditional Cooking School by Ganalflins, to all our pressure cooking / Instant Pot recipes. So if you go there and you click on that link, then you're just going to get a directory of all our recipes, and you can browse. We have cheesecakes, we have main dishes, other desserts, so many things. So you're ready now. After you do these 3 things, you're ready for more. So that's where you can take it further. So I did see some questions coming through on Periscope. I think somebody asked, how often do you use your Instant Pot, which is just a fun question, so I'll answer it. Look, we have 3 Instant Pots. I have 2 8-quarts and 1 6-quart, and every day there's 1 to 3 in use multiple times. We use them all the time. I don't use them for everything. The oven has its place, roasted foods, fried foods. Instant Pot can't replace those. It actually can replace some roasted foods, but if you want that crispness of fried foods, you're going to do that in the oven. But we do desserts and breads and sauces and main dishes and yogurt, all kinds of things in the Instant Pot. My daughter has been working on a recipe. We actually have had this recipe for quite some time, lemon poppy seed cake, and it's one of our favorite recipes. We've been making it for years, and she just recently adapted it to the Instant Pot. We're going to share it here in February. It's going to be a February post at traditionalcookingschool.com, so watch for that. Anyway, so yes, 3 pots, and I use them all the time. All the time. All right, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you all for coming. This has been Ask Wardee, the weekly show where I answer your questions about traditional cooking. You can get the link and transcript for today's show at askwardee.tv. Look for episode 58. You can also find all the archives. If you've enjoyed listening or watching this today, please do subscribe, like, and share. I appreciate it very much. And check below this video for links to everything that we've discussed. And if you have a question for Ask Wardee, you can use the hashtag AskWardee. My handle on Twitter is @TradCookSchool, so you can tweet me there with your question. You can also submit it to Wardee, WARDEE, at askwardee.tv. God bless you all. Bye-bye.